Okay, so I am currently in the breakfast room at the Wings Wildlife Park. The GoPro ran out of batteries on the way here yesterday, which is unfortunate because the descent in was insane. Like, it was absolutely nuts. Probably the fastest I've gone on this entire trip. But yeah, we're thinking we might just stay here for another night or two, wait things out because it is frosty outside. It is so cold, and having this like area that we can eat in and stuff like makes all the difference. So anyway, I think today we're gonna go and check out this farm walk, have a look around, see some animals, and so we'll plan out what we're gonna do. There's some caves nearby that do tours. Might be out of budget, we'll see. And we realized that we're near to Leven Canyon, and I'd heard about Leven Canyon, and I know it's meant to be incredible. We're only like, I think like 25k or 30k or something like that from it, so potentially we could do a day ride out there and come back, or we could just like leave via that route, like just go past it on the way out. Yeah, anyway, so I'm gonna make some breakfast and we'll see what happens. Right, we're back in the kitchen after our nature walk. Bonnie's washing her hands after touching all the animals. Yeah, awesome. Like, we got bisons and everything. That was really fun. And a friendly donkey and a really grumpy donkey that reminded me of home. Yeah, so we don't know what the plan is now. Obviously, we'd like to go to Leven Canyon at some point. We'd like to go to the caves. I think Bonnie looked into the caves and the tour's only $20, so maybe we'll just do it. Yeah, let's see how it goes.
Gunns Plains Cave was discovered in 1906 by, of all things, a possum. While out hunting, a local man named Bill Woodhouse chased a possum down a hole and inadvertently found himself inside of a massive chamber. The cave is one of only a few in Tasmania to contain water. An underground stream still flows through the cave, occasionally flooding and leading to closures. Although the cave is too cold for bats, it is home to giant freshwater lobsters, fish, eel, platypus, and millions of glowworms. Inside of Gunns Plains Cave is the world's largest ribbon stalactite, lovingly referred to as the streaky bacon. There is also the wedding cake, a massive calcitite formation that resembles a multi-tiered wedding cake that has formed over millions and millions of years. One of the most unique things about Gunns Plains Cave is that it has been a tourist attraction almost since it was first discovered.
How was that?
Oh, it was fun. It was awesome. I'm so glad we finally saw a cave. We've had like 3 opportunities now, I think, possibly more, to see caves.
It just hasn't happened.
Yeah, but that was really cool.
Okay, time to go. You ready?
Yes.
Let's go.
Ow.
Smooth. So we have decided to spend one of our days off up in the plains to go to Leven Canyon, which I'd heard a little bit about. It's meant to be pretty beautiful, but we hadn't really factored it into our plans until we realised we were just 30k away from it. 30k up a pretty steep hill though.
Yeah.
It's been a bit of a slog. I never really factored in what kind of a day off it was going to be.
We actually made it up the hill though, and then it's like, oh yeah, because we didn't have panniers.
Yeah, exactly. We've been on completely unloaded bikes. That's one plus side to this. So there's a bit of a hike. There's like 2 lookout points, one moderate, one easy, and a circuit that links them all to make it a bit harder. So I reckon we're just going to do the full circuit, eh?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, all right. Well, let's see what this is like. So far, well worth the trip. What do you say?
Yes, it was awesome.
It's absolutely incredible. Like, can't believe how accessible that platform is as well. It's like super easy to get to. Yeah, well worth the ride. Let's now we're gonna go and do the forest stairs to the next lookout, and we'll see what that one's got to offer. Another pretty amazing one. How's about that?
It's amazing. This
Whoa!
is considering like every piece of land before you get here is farmland. Like this is crazy.
Oh, look at that. Alrighty then, we are back on the road after a few days at the wildlife park. It was pretty nice taking a few days off, you know, managed to like get some stuff done, you know, look into this whole COVID outbreak thing and figure out what plans we've got, you know. Current plan is we're heading back to Ulverstone. We're gonna go back to stay with our warm showers hosts that we stayed with the first time round. They've invited us back, which is great. They were lovely, they are lovely. And from there, like, we have the ferry booked for tomorrow. So at this point, they don't know if they're going to continue the lockdown in Melbourne or if for another week, or if it's going to end like it was scheduled to. It was scheduled to end tomorrow, which is why we've got our ferry booked tomorrow. But yeah, it might not. They keep getting more and more cases. And yeah, it's looking like they could extend it for another week or maybe 2, and like we can't just stay in Tassie forever. We need to get out of here. So yeah, anyway, the plan is to go to Ulverstone, wait on the news, see if they're gonna let us out, and if they do, we'll get the ferry. If not, we're gonna have to cancel the ferry and look into getting flights. I don't know where we're gonna fly to. We might fly to Canberra. We've made a contact there, so we've got somewhere to stay if we go there. There's meant to be a really good cycling scene there, like gravel, adventure cycling, stuff like that. Or we might just fly straight to New South Wales and make a go at actually getting some warmth. Been in the cold way too long at this point. The Otways, as much as I love the Otways, it's beautiful. Yeah, wasn't really the Australia that I pictured in terms of sun and sand, you know? Anyway, we're back on the road. Let's see how things go. The first matter that we need to attend to when we get into Ulverstone is I need to go to a bike shop. I don't know if I mentioned, but my freewheel, when I coast, is making a clunk, clunk, clunk.
like once per rotation. So I think there's something wrong with one of the poles or something. Like, either way, it's very unnerving when you're coasting down a hill at ridiculous speed and you can just feel this clunk kicking you every time the wheel goes round. So yeah, hopefully the guys have a replacement, or they have some, maybe it just needs a new bearing or something. But yeah, bike shop is definitely the priority today. Okay, so after another lovely restful night of warm showers and great conversation and all that, we are now on the bike path back to Devonport, where we will be catching the ferry back to Melbourne. So we've read all the rules and it's such a grey area. Like, we think we're all right. We think as long as we take precautions and don't stop anywhere, we should be able to continue out of Melbourne and into regional Victoria without any hassle. We've applied and we've got border crossing permits, and it says transit's all right. It's so weird, the whole bike thing, like, and we don't have a fixed address, which is making things complicated. We can't lock down, but we do have a destination outside of Melbourne that we are headed for, which, if prompted, we can you know, give the authorities the details of. So I don't know. This is probably the weirdest part of our adventure so far, having to deal with this like snap lockdown in Melbourne. Yeah, what can we do? Anyway, we're on the way to the ferry. We'll try and figure out more on the ferry, but at this point it looks like it's just going to be a mad dash out of the city. I don't know. See how it goes. Alright, we have now made it back into the awesome Devonport bike trail. So it's about 3 o'clock, ferry starts boarding at 4:30, so I think we're doing pretty well. It's all worked out. I was a bit concerned for a minute. I didn't know how long the highway was going to take us, but yeah, that was Tim's hint. It's like, it won't be pleasant, but if you just take the highway, it's so much quicker, and he was right. So the pedal, the main pedal that's been giving me jip this whole time, just came off the spindle. I'm currently holding it on with my foot, like pushing inwards as I pedal. So looks like Bonnie's going to be going to do the food shopping, and I am going to be going to a bike shop to buy a set of cheap pedals to last me until we get out of Melbourne. I've actually already ordered some new ones and had them mailed ahead to another warm showers host. So in a couple of days time, I will be collecting some decent new pedals, but not if I don't make it there. So I guess we're off for some cheapies now. on. Boarding. All right, let's get on this ship. Okay, we are in. So, and it looks like we're basically first in. So, yeah, I reckon tonight. I brought my laptop on board this time. I'm smart enough to do that. So I reckon tonight I'm just going to try and get some work done. Maybe get some of these videos done. And maybe drink a bottle of wine or something like that. Yeah.
Vending machines up here.
Yeah.
I wish we'd known that. Gift shop sucks.
It does suck a bit. We brought our own snacks this time. We know what we're doing. Yeah, morning's going to be interesting. They're obviously going to be checking permits as we get off, so let's see how it goes.